Yo, yo, what is going on? Today is Saturday, and I didn't really do much today. A little wine, a little Josh wine in there, you know what I mean? A little Cabernet. This was a read some books, continue to study, a little bit of replay action on TradingView. Kind of went over the 1 minute, 5 minute on SPY. Just continue to watch the tape and learn, and I'm going to probably do that some more for Tesla, for Nvidia, for Meta, for Apple, for Microsoft, and just kind of like see how these generally flow, pull it back a while, and just continue to learn, and then like take the trades I typically would, draw my weekly levels and my daily levels and my 4 hour levels and my 1 hour boxes, So, of course, when I feel it's necessary, I'm always going to get, on the charts and be like, okay, this is the breakdown, this is what I'm seeing. That will probably more or less take place tomorrow. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, so for those of you who, God willing, still have your mothers around, tell them that you love them, tell them that you care about them. Very special day tomorrow. So we're probably going to do some sort of like brunch vibe, you know what I'm saying, with the fam. That'll be cool. And like I said, I have just really been like diving in and looking a little bit more just from an introspective perspective. And I know that it's me that I've got to master in order for me to see the kind of profits that I want to see out of the market, And again, guys, this is always going to seem very repetitive. I've told you this multiple times, and I'll say it up until it starts not sounding repetitive, or when the wins trump, the losses, and when profitability is like at an all-time high, and you guys are seeing the, the hard work paying off, in big ways, I should say, because the hard work is paying off now. But this is my journey. The reason I say it seems so repetitive is because it's a daily vlog that I do. Yesterday's workout video, because I didn't do anything besides, again, read. And you guys are kind of seeing that this is like a very normal thing for me to pick up a book and bang it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was one of them. The disciplined traders in the room. Just read every moment that I get, every bit of free time that I get. Like, I was thinking about it earlier today, like I could easily cut on, and trust me, there's like, I'm not going to punish myself for doing so, but literally up until this point, I don't remember the last time, and I think I did probably 2-3 months ago, just like one time to see like if I would still enjoy it. And what I mean by that is play video games. And I love video games. And I know that I still am, like, just when NCAA comes out soon, when GTA comes out, like, I know that it's what I want to do, but I want to make it to where I need to go first. You know what I'm saying? To set up my future family, to set up, you know what I'm saying, things for my kids to, but I love that stuff, like I don't have, like, no shame in my game. Like, I love doing that stuff. I like chilling out, having a good time. Like, I don't need to be out in the streets all about. However, I do want to know that, like, when I'm, done playing my game, or okay, boom, I want to go grab some food, or we want to go out to a nice dinner or something like that, like, I'm getting in the car that I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting in my dream car. I'm getting in my Lambo. I'm getting in my McLaren. I'm getting in my Rolls Royce or whatever. But it's, again, like, I say it out loud because, again, this is like my vlog. So it may sound silly. And maybe when the kids are watching this 10 years from now or whatever, I'm like, can't believe that that's what I wanted then. Fine. But, no stone unturned. And it will happen. And then I'll be like, yeah, I mean, it's just a piece of plastic. You know what I'm saying? It's a car that gets you from A to B just like a Honda does. And hey, if I have that kind of appreciation for just a cheaper but economical car that can get me everywhere, and I don't have to pay $20,000 for an oil change or something like that, because I'm sure I'll be like, I don't want to do that even though I have the money to do that. I don't know. Or maybe I say, no, I enjoy the finer things, and it helps reinforce my psychology of, because I work hard, I'm going to have the finer things, which I know that that's already a piece of me now. But again, you need to understand something very, very well. I'm not doing it for anybody's, for credibility from, any one of you. And I say that as respectfully as I can. This is for me, simply put. But here we are, still on YouTube most times of the day, learning podcasts, you know what I'm saying? Not leisurely watching Mr. Beast and hey, God bless him. He does a great job. But that's not what I'm on YouTube for. It's not for fun. But it's fun to me to continue to learn. And that's why I know it's a matter of time before the success and the wealth follows. All the things, steps, processes that I'm doing, I know it's all for something. And in the meantime, I read so I can grab that nugget, you know what I'm saying, like that I need out of that. And then when I, like autobiographies of, I don't know, Rockefeller or something. It's not about, being this oil tycoon. It's just, okay, well, how did he do business? Okay, I can take this little, like nugget from this, or, oh, that was interesting how he did this, or just the sheer grit of like not being told no and then becoming as rich as he was. Again, it's not rich for rich sake. It's, I'm leaving a stamp on the Williams legacy and then elevating the Williams family to an upper echelon that we have not experienced. And so that is why I do what I do. It's like I hear myself saying, and I know that until it's done, as they say with every great entrepreneur or, inventor or whatever, anything that happens that's very just non-typical, very abnormal, it always seems like you're delusional. It always seems like you're misunderstood, or, why do you do this, or why do you do that, or why do you take things so seriously, or whatever, until you hit. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey man, what'd you do to, it's like, this is legitimately the one and only, quite frankly, or I should just say one of the main driving catalysts for why I even turned the camera on. Because I don't need to do this. I know the journey that I'm on. I know what I'm doing. I know that it's all going to be worth it. But what I think is cooler than anything else, as I've told you from the first video, and I'll tell you again, is being able to look back at this years from now and be like, good, bad, or indifferent, I have to be the one who, getting ready to be 29 in June, which is nuts. I feel great. You know what I'm saying? I feel super young. I really do. And I'm not just saying that to be like, I feel young. No, I really, my body's in great shape. I feel awesome. And I'm going to continue to maximize and get even better and look even better. And you know what I'm saying? Because I care about my image, not because I need it a certain way for other people, or because I am on camera. I don't, for me, because this is a part of my life. I've been an athlete my whole life, so this is the only thing I prefer. I don't want to be sloppy and out of shape, but look at all this money I got. I got the Lambo finally. I have to have a balance between working out every day, which is why I put these videos together with workouts in it. Today, as you guys know, on Saturdays, I don't usually work out. Sundays, I don't usually work out. Maybe some cardio, maybe. But tomorrow's Mother's Day. We're going to enjoy it. Chill out a little bit. But, again, repetition, reading books, learning more. You know what I'm saying? Kind of tapping into my own flow state even more, is what's going to, is what's really going to be the driving factor that moves the needle. I know it. Could I predict when I'm going to be making millions of dollars? I mean, sure, I could throw a number out there, or 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 2 years from now, or whatever. But it's like progress. What's the saying? Progress is pain, and plus reflection. So I don't like how that felt when I lost that money either. I had that 2,000% loss day. Reflect on it. That was pain I don't want again. How do I make sure that it doesn't happen again? And then here we go. And then this is a cycle. Versus just hitting your head up against the wall, hitting your head like you are just pulling a slot machine, then just go to Vegas. Because you're doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Literally the definition of insanity. So that won't work. But actually adapting and changing and looking at the big picture of the market and so on and so forth. So I'm rambling. You guys know that I normally just kind of cool out on Saturdays. That's what we're doing, reading books, getting more educated. Had a great little back and forth, kind of a conversation thread or whatever with one of the folks who commented on my video. I want to say from like the 11th or something like that, I believe it was. To be honest, I forget, but just talking about how they live in France, and it was really cool. So if you're watching this, shout out to you. Really dope conversation. I love interacting, and again, guys, I'm a trainer, you know what I'm saying? I love having conversation. I'd love to see your comments. Again, if this is inspiring you, if this is helping you, great. That's what I wanted to do. Know that I'm always going to be authentically me. I think I told you as well that I don't ever want you guys to think that when the money comes and I show you the withdrawals and the things are happening the way that I have always manifested and envisioned and worked hard for, more importantly, and then put my faith in, that it all starts coming to fruition, that it's like, man, you're becoming arrogant, you're becoming kind of like, you've got it now. So like, I'm telling you now, before any of those things, before any of that, any questioning of like who I am as a man, the people who know me, really know me, are the only ones that I care about their opinion. And I just have to say that, I'm saying, up front and outright, because everybody's going to have an opinion. If I did nothing and just was another rat in the rat race of just society, somebody's always got an opinion about me anyway. So I'm better off striving for greatness, pushing absolutely as hard as I can, pushing to make $100 million, because that's what I'm going to do in trading, and falling short of that and making $50 or $75 million, I can provide for my family. My kids are comfortable. Their kids are comfortable. I've moved the Williams legacy up, many brackets, and I'm not talking about just financially, but I am talking financially. But the other businesses and things like that I've showed you in, on a weekend video, the case between the couple companies that I want to continue to embark on, these are the things that I'm going to be leaving my mark. And that is my purpose. But again, taking money out of the markets in a big way, mission 100 million is what's going to be, it's going to give me the ability to freely express myself in the other realms of what I want to accomplish. So that, and not hesitating on, spending money and not skimping on, I should probably do it the cheap route. No, I want to do it with integrity. I want to do it with character, and I want to do it full speed, and I want to do it at 100% of my ability. And then we'll let the chips fall where they may, because realistically, as I've told you with Uniquely Different, which is my clothing company, For me to have 0 sales or for me to have 100,000 sales, for have one person to wear it. My idea is out of here, right? An internal thought of I want to make a clothing company and I want to put it on bodies. And although 100,000 people have not bought a hoodie for $50 or $100, one person bought it. Somebody believes in me. Somebody believes and or has I was able to, what they call scratch your own itch. I was able to take an idea out of my head, put it into real, like you can touch it, you can wear it, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can hold it, tangible, and a tangible product, and somebody else wears it because they like what it represents. So to me, that is the most important thing. Outside of family, being able to embark on all the visions that I have in my head. And trading is that thing. I know it's that thing. I can continue to, train my entire life if that's what I chose to do. But I know that trading allows me to be able to go on trips with my wife. I know it allows me to see my kids grow up. I know it allows me to share experiences with my family, sit down on the couch, have a conversation, really think. That's interesting. And be present. And not have so much going on in my mind that I'm here, but I'm not really here. I don't want that. Because I'm not sure, and I'm grateful. Thank God I have this kind of realization, or I have this kind of realization at this point in my life at 28, gonna be 29. I cherish and honor how precious time is. And I'm appreciative, and I thank God that I am at this age. Because I think that a lot of people don't get the kind of understanding that I have about family and about life and memories and what it takes to, achieve those things this early. And so that's what I'm grateful for, amongst other things. It's just, so I want to be present. I want to be present to see my niece and nephew, go and do great things. I don't want to be like, oh, what number birthday is this? Oh my God, they're 15 already? Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, I don't want to be at the phone call, I'm saying, of somebody else, my boss. Hey, you need to be here and I need you to stay, extra time, and that's just how it's going to be. And somebody who can force something on me. That's not how I function. And everybody can kind of resonate in that space, if you will. But I'm not talking about just being, I want to do things on my own terms, although I do. I just don't want to have a boss, because I don't want there ever to be an opportunity that I miss to spend time with my family or make another lasting memory with my wife that one day is going to be the only thing that I remember, and not remember the money that I had in my bank account or anything else for that matter, but just that I did it, and I did it to my best and fullest ability. If I did that, I can look at myself in the mirror when it's time to go and say, job well done, because I went as hard as I could. And in turn, everybody else has to make a decision on, do I go to that wedding, that's my friends, or do I stay at work? And I don't know if they would be cool if I called off. And if I call off because I've done it already a couple times, because I was sick one time, I might get fired. And if I get fired, then I'm going to... No. I am the author of my life, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to do what makes me happy and what makes my heart happy. And you should too. So this is the trading journey. Josh Wine, cheers to you. Saturday night, reading, psychology videos, discipline trader, all those things. Love you guys. Say it with me if you know it. You are uniquely different. God took his time on you. You are one of one. And if nobody's told you today, I love you so much. Peace.